Did you know you can get two closures from a frontal basin? Yeah, just like that, magic. And there you have it. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you how. Hello guys, it's your girl Bubu Kids Fashion. You can follow me on social media, guys. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram at Bubu Kids Fashion. Guys, please enjoy this video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you found this video helpful. Let's get started, guys. So, guys, you need your scissors, your pencil or your chalk, your latte comb, and your measuring tape. Those are the things you need to be able to have two closures from a frontal. So, first of all, you're going to measure your frontal, right? Are you working with a 12 by 5? Are you working by 13 by 5? Like, guys, frontals these days are coming in ridiculous sizes. Like, this frontal was kind of like a 12.5. Like, it didn't even get to 13. Like, but yeah, we didn't make it work. So I'm going to measure if I'm working with a 12 by 5 or a 12 by 4. I think this frontal was kind of a 12.5 by 4. Like, I don't even know how that is possible. I tried to measure it over and over, as you can see, and it didn't reach a 13. Like, it didn't get to a 13. So yeah, so I'm just going to try to remove a 5 by 5 or a 4 by 5 or a 4 by 4 closure from this, whatever I can work with. So first things first, you're going to fold your closure into two, right? Your frontal, sorry. I keep mixing this up. Pardon me. You're going to fold your frontal into two, and you're going to get maybe a pin, maybe a chalk, whatsoever, to mark the center. So I just got a pin to mark my center with it. So yeah, so I'm just going to use my pin and I'm going to pin the center down so that it's going to act like a guide on where I'm supposed to cut. And after doing that, I'm going to go ahead to take my latte comb and I'm just going to pat it down, kind of making a straight line down where I'm supposed to cut my lace. I don't want to cut any hair, so I'm just going to make sure the middle part is clean and clear. So yeah, so don't skip this part. So take your time, and when I'm satisfied with the outcome, I'm going to go ahead and just cut through. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. So yeah, so after cutting it, you can see we have two equal parts of our closure. So I'm just going to comb it down for all those flyaway hairs and those little strands that were cut in the process. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and I'm going to do the same for the other part of our closure. So now we have two closures, guys, but we are not done yet. In fact, we are just getting started. So yeah, so our next step is probably a very critical step. Kind of, we're just trying to decipher the length of the closure and the width to know what type of closure we can get from it. So from a closure like this, you can get a 4 by 4, a 4 by 5, a 5 by 4. So it depends on your measurement and how much of a closure you have. So obviously a 13 by 5 is going to give you more room to work with compared to maybe a 12, because yeah, unfortunately some closures, some frontals do come in a 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the length of the closure that I need. Maybe I'm working with a 5 by 5, so I'm going to mark it as you can see me doing. I'm very sorry that my hand is kind of in the way of this. So yeah, so after doing that, I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Measure the length and then see if I can get a 5 by 4 closure from it. And where my 4 ends, I'm going to draw a guide, a line which I'm going to cut through. So this is also going to even out the sides, because putting a closure looking like this is not really realistic if you come to think about it. And yeah, guys, there's another tip also I'm going to be giving you, but let's finish this first. So as you can see, I've clearly drawn my line on the corners where it's kind of triangular, so that I can have a perfectly shaped see a closure that I can work with. So you remember that thing with it at the center, we're going to do the same at this corner. So you're just trying to follow that line that you drew down, and you're going to part with your ratty comb, and you're going to make sure that the parts are clear so you don't cut your hair or stuff like that. So yeah, so after getting clear parts, you're going to go ahead and do the same thing with it with a frontal. You're going to cut it down. So yeah, so whatsoever you do to one, you do to the other, unless you want maybe a 2x2 and a 5x4, be 2x2 and a 6x6. So a 2x6 and a 6x6. So it depends, but I just wanted two equal closures for my client's wig. So yeah, so after doing that, you're going to cut it down, and as you can see, after cutting it down, I'm going to comb it out so that I get rid of any hanging hairs or any flowy hairs or any strands that might have been cut in the process. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other part of our closure. We are going to comb it down, make sure it's nice and smooth. Then we are going to part it. Make sure you follow the line you drew where your tape ended or where your measurement ended. So you're going to cut it on that particular line. So just make sure you detangle your hair, get a clear part of what you're doing and a clear part of where you're going to be cutting. You don't want damaging the closure itself. If you're not careful with this part, you're going to cut out a lot of hair that is supposed to be on the main closure you're going to use. You're going to make that area shorter and you're just going to pull out quicker. So yeah, so that's why we're trying to get a clear part before cutting it down, so we don't just go in and scissors everything down, cutting everything on the way. So yeah, so when you've gotten your clear part and you're satisfied with your outcome, you're going to go ahead and use your scissors and just cut it down, or your blade, or whatever you're comfortable with. So yeah, so I'm just going to cut this out. And there you go. So after doing that, I'm going to comb out my hair, get rid of the little strands that you can't avoid. So yeah, so we are done with that, and we have our two closures. So as you can see, we did successfully get two closures out of a wig, and you can see they're the same length and the same width, and we are good to go. So now we're going to begin the wigging of our client's hair, and I hope this video did help you. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Ask any questions in the comment section. Bye bye. Now you understand how powerful these patterns are. Now remember, once I did, situation was a reversal pattern. Then